So now we on chapter 6 of the Super Dragon Ball Heroes manga. Yesterday I covered chapter 5, so if you haven't seen it, make sure to go check it out. There's a playlist that's gonna have all these chapters as I go over them all in order. So let's go ahead and get started right after this intro. This video's comment shout out go to Grizz for saying I give this chapter 5 10 out of 10. Also keep up the great work, love your content. Now if you want to get shouted out in the next video, all you have to do is watch this video to the very end. Of course leaving a like and being subscribed to the channel, but most importantly leaving a nice comment for me to read. Now before we get started, I want to let you guys know chapter 5 ended Prison Planet. That arc is done. We are now in the universe conflict arc. As we get started, we can see Prison Planet. It's broken, all the chains are broken, but there's an inner prison concealed in the very center. They're calling this the core area, and within this area people are talking, saying retrieval of Cumber complete. Breaking out on his own just to lose and get dragged back here is pretty pathetic, huh? Someone suggests that they should actually kill him. But then treated to these 3 individuals, 2 of them seeming to be brother and sister, with the brother actually agreeing with the sister that they should kill Cumber. Somebody that we have not seen yet said not to act so hasty. That individual then asked this other individual towards the left of the screen to go ahead and restore him to normal. Find out that her name is Lags. An individual who we don't know the identity of right now said that if he let Cumber run wild, then he can gather useful energy for the universe seed. It actually says Cumber did very well, so stating that this is a wonderful start with the energy Cumber has already gathered. Lags say to this individual, but you must have known how strong his opponents would be. This individual just say people should be free to do as they please. Now then, as he turns around and addressed a certain Kaioshin or ex-Kaioshin from the 10th universe, asking who is to be revealed Zamasu, what they should do from here. Zamasu just responds, I've already thought of a plan, but there's no need to tell you, is there? To which this individual, who we now see his face, just replied, no, I've already heard. Now the scene, it then switches over to Beerus' planet, and they're talking about how everybody was able to escape, but they're still wondering about where Goku went. Beerus chimes in and saying worrying about him isn't going to bring him back, but what you really need to do is go back to your future, because they have an urgent meeting to attend involving the Omni Kings. Right after saying that, that's when the Supreme Kai of the 7th universe gets a call from Universe 6 Kaioshin, saying that Universe 6 is under attack. Meanwhile, it pans over to Universe 6 and we see Kaba. He's being chased by 2 individuals. And to himself, is it really good that he left Hit back there with somebody else? All he knows that he got to do something about the 2 individuals that's chasing him, and they are Kale and YeLLa. It seems they have been possessed. Very similar to Vegeta back in GT, when Baby possessed him. Kaba tries to get through to them, reasoning with them by saying wake up. They immediately go in for the attack, causing Kaba to go into Super Saiyan. This transformation literally does nothing, because after being hit twice, he's back in base form. Him commenting that they're even stronger than usual. As they go in for the final kill, that's when they both are rocked straight to the side. Some form of liquid or substance leaving their bodies. It's turned out to be Future Trunks as well as Vegeta coming from the 7th universe. I'm calling them Neo Machines, commenting on how they still do have allies here in the 6th universe and that these ones look more fun. YeLLa, after seeing everything and regaining her senses, saying, hey, thanks for the help, but this is all the help we're gonna need. They snatched the earrings off the Universe 7's Kaioshin. Vegeta liking YeLLa's attitude, saying fair enough, that's the kind of attitude that makes them Saiyans. Now we have birth to YeLLa. To no power, she goes into a legendary state. As she takes them both on, the Neo Machines can still dodge some of her attacks, but she tells the others to go reinforce Hit, as she has a feeling that the enemies over there is a little bit more trouble than these. Went to the area where Hit is in a rundown town. He's focused up, he's trying to sense where his enemies are, and that's when Zamasu actually appears behind him. So now we are treated with a fight against a old Kaioshin versus Assassin Hit. Everything looks pretty even, as Zamasu can actually tell where Hit is going to attack from, even though he's using time skip. Just like we seen in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament in the anime, Hit always improves as he keeps going. We see Zamasu is having problems trying to predict where Hit is coming from. which actually leads to him actually landing a blow. Zamasu raises in the air as he says not even a god yet able to interfere with the flow of time. How annoying. Ready for attack, he says these mortals are truly deserving of destruction. But that's when somebody intervenes, saying now that's a line that I can't agree with. The ones truly deserving to be of destruction is the gods. And begins to question Zamasu. Besides, at this point you're not a god yourself but a mortal. Isn't that right, Zamasu? Technically has a point, but he's kind of like half. He still has somewhat of Goku's mortal body in him. Zamasu asks how their plan is going and Heart says you still need more energy. The individual then turns himself towards Hit and says, as far as you are aware, who is the strongest warrior alive? Hit thinks of Jiren but doesn't know that this guy can read minds. It says out loud, I'm under no obligation to answer that, but Heart has already heard him as Hit uses time skip to where this guy actually dodges it. Still begins to question Hit, saying one more question, where is he? Hit tries to attack again with this individual catching his punch. Hit is then struck in the heart fatally. This blow came from Zamasu and he apologized to Heart saying I've gone against your thinking and killed another mortal. It's ironic, they're both working together. One is trying to destroy the gods and the other wants to destroy all mortals. Kinda crazy. This guy calls out to Lax to prepare the ship and contact the twin Neo machines as well. They're going for Jiren in Universe 11. Then switches back over to Whis and Beerus. They are traveling towards the Grand Minister's palace, or should I say the Omni King's place. Beerus questioned Whis about where could Goku actually be. They should have been able to sense his ki, but it just as if it disappeared. So is he really dead? And Whis says perhaps, but then Beerus says, or did he perhaps? The scene switches over to the Grand Minister's palace, where we actually see Grand Minister talking to an individual, saying that it looks like you sufficiently recovered. This new uniform suits you. Now then, I have my own business to attend to, so why don't you return to your friends? Son Goku. It's revealed that Goku has indeed gone to Zeno's palace, but we are now introduced to Grand Priest Goku. That's the end of this chapter, chapter number 6. Let me know what you thought about it, from 1 being trash all the way to 10 being great. I'll give it a solid 9. The whole altercation between Hit and Zamasu did not happen in the promotional anime. That was pretty nice to see. And also in the promotional anime, we did not see YeLLa. They didn't fuse in the promotional anime. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like and of course being subscribed to the channel. Turn on those post notifications, that way you'll be reminded every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.